What's going on, guys? Josh back again. Completely iPhone for most of today because we're hopefully going on a bike tour. Daniel read the piece of paper wrong and we were actually meant to pick up our bikes yesterday, but we didn't. So Daniel is going to use his sweet talking nature to try and get us in. If you haven't watched yesterday's video of our tour of ALCATRAZ, I highly suggest you do it. It was a really fun video to film, a really fun video to edit. But Daniel's about to work his magic. Alright, so it worked. We've got our bikes. They're electric bikes. She gave us, do you remember anything that she said about where we have to go? No, she gave us a really big tour on how to get to where we want to go. But we weren't paying attention. But this is us on our super cool bikes. We're going to head down to look at the Golden Gate Bridge. We're going to cross the Golden Gate Bridge. You ready, Daniel? Nope, Daniel's not ready, but we're going to go across the Golden Gate Bridge. Alright, so we've had our first hiccup already. Daniel's chain's not on his bike. So now I think he's going to have to get a new bike. He's already gone. Alright, so Daniel's getting a new bike and then we're going to start riding.
It's ridiculous. Look at that hill. I think the mayor was half pissed when he decided to fuck with the city. Oh, fat people like me meant to get her in.
Alright, first stop on our electric bike tour is the wharf. Is this Fisherman's Wharf?
Well, you just went through Fisherman's
Wharf. Oh, we went through Fisherman's Wharf.
You can't even see the Golden
There's some
Gate Bridge.
pillars. Ah, there. This is the Golden Gate Bridge behind us. I'm slowly getting my bearings. So this is the water. That's ALCATRAZ Island. Daniel? ALCATRAZ. Alright, so we are on a pier. You might be able to see behind me is the big bridge. But just there is ALCATRAZ, which is where we were last night. And over here, that is San Francisco. I really like it here actually. It's quite relaxed. I could probably live here. That's why you get an electric bike. Straight up the hills, no worries at all. Alright, so here we are at our first stop, which is a big building used for...
A big building.
What was it used for?
It's a big building created for the World Fair.
For the World Fair. Straight out of tour guide Daniel's mouth. Here we are.
What other buildings are created for the World Fair, Josh?
Oh, I'm sure there were some.
How about we open this up to the public? What I want you guys to do is post your comments below of what other buildings around the world have been created for the World Fair. Okay?
So all 30 people that watch this, and one of them is Daniel, comment
my
below.
answers.
Comment below what buildings were created for the World Fair.
Has Australia ever hosted the World Fair? That's another one for you.
Okay, Daniel, this is a video, not a questionnaire.
Get to go.
So yeah, here we are. Next stop, Crissy Field sign, for no other reason other than it's our mum's name.
Crissy, baby! Crissy! You're beauty!
Alright, next stop. Alright, next stop it looks like we're in the middle of the woods, but we're literally just off the freeway. It's very pretty, very hilly. Very glad we have the electric bikes which help us up the hill. Every second house in this area looks like it's abandoned. How are you coasting? Good. How much further do we have to go? A bit. 4K trip. Yeah. Alright, so we'll check in further. Alright, another update from our trip. Daniel just read a sign down there that there's an active coyote den here. What did it say about the coyote den?
That they're on the loose.
Oh, good. So there's coyotes.
But they're just a part of the canine family, so they're another Taz, really.
It is. It's just like saying Taz. Alright, let's go. Alright, another update. We have travelled all the way through San Francisco area. We forgot the way that the guide told us to go, so we're relying on Google Maps, and that's being incredibly unreliable. We're completely off the beaten track. Still trying to find out where we're going, but we don't know. And Daniel's being a bit salty at the back there. So yeah, these updates for you take 25-30 seconds and you get to watch it. These are like 10-15 minute intervals of cycling for us. So please have some sympathy. I just dropped my bike. Please have some sympathy. Alright, next update. We've stopped here at a very, very green waterfall with lots of algae in the lake. Daniel's going to tell us why it's green.
It's green because, as you can see, there's not much stimulation in the lake. So obviously bacteria builds up, algae will build up. Well, my question to you guys is, post your comments below of a waterfall in Adelaide, okay? Thanks.
Oh, dickhead. This is a green waterfall. That's a tree with some cool roots sticking out. This is quite a nice little area. And then next stop is... Next stop. Alright, so we've stopped here at a park. Can't remember what the park's called, but it's got a museum and stuff. All of the street names represent different morals that everybody should have. Marriage equality, free love. Behind me is... let's have a look. I'll show you. I'll turn the camera around. World Wide Web, Black Lives Matter, hipster, marriage equality and free love again. So this is a very free thinking... There is a museum over here which I'm pretty sure will give us more insight into what's happening. But that's a sign for the Summer of Love experience. Art, fashion and rock and roll.
Here we have the water fountain in front of the Science Museum. What I want you guys to do is comment below
Daniel.
a water fountain from Adelaide. Go.
What if they're not from Adelaide?
Melbourne, Sydney, somewhere in Australia. Name your favourite water fountain.
Alright, so we just finished up at the Science Museum behind us. We didn't actually go in. We just kind of looked around the gift shop and then tried to find a way to sneak in, but it wasn't an option because you needed a stamp. And Daniel wouldn't eat cricket chips. So, a really uneventful stop. We couldn't even get to the cafeteria. You needed to pay money to go in the museum, to pay money to go to the cafeteria. So yeah, now we're on to our next stop, which we're trying to find something to eat now.
To a windmill.
We're going to a windmill. Alright, let's go to this windmill. Alright, so we've made it to our next stop on the trip, which is the Dutch windmill and the tulip garden. I don't have any information on this windmill or tulip garden because we drove past the sign. But this is it. That's Daniel sitting down because he's tired after riding an electric bike. But it's a very impressive windmill nonetheless. Facing the ocean, so that's the ocean that way. Next we're going to be crossing the Golden Gate Bridge. Next we'll be crossing the bridge. And yeah, I'm going to get some lunch, I think. Alright, I'm not sure if you'll actually be able to hear me, but that is the bridge right there. As soon as I turn around, I'm pretty sure the wind's going to blow out the microphone. But that's it right there. We're about to ride across it. And that almost brings an end to our bike event. Alright, so now we're at the base of the bridge, but the traffic's going the wrong way. So alright, Daniel's gone. So we need to get to the other side of the Golden Gate Bridge so that we can ride across that way. But we don't know how to get there. Oh yeah, here we go. Alright, we've taken a slight detour. We've found an old World War II war bunker just before the Golden Gate Bridge. So we're going to have a walk around here, have a look, and then we're going to ride across. It's all welded, see? Empty room. Not just more of the bunker. Everything's been bolted shut. Ugh. Oh wow. Someone's made a bed out of hay. Hello. This is just back around to the front. So we think that this area here is where a cannon or some sort of gun would have been. We're led to believe that this actually isn't a bunker, more of a fort. There seems to be forts all along this road. But yeah, mattress here made out of hay. Daniel, weeds. Oh, do you want to comment, Daniel?
My question is to the Americans and the Australians who follow this video. What had more bombs dropped on it? Darwin or Pearl Harbor? Post your comments below and we'll see who's correct.
Alright, we're on the Golden Bridge now. Very, very we're watching a whale. We've made it across the bridge. First try. Stopped in the middle and saw that whale again. We're here now. That's a seal. That's embarrassing. So now we're going to find some late lunch, early dinner. Linner. We're going to find some linner on this side of the bridge, and then we get a ferry to take us to the other side. Is that it? The question for this section is, what is the whale's name in Finding Nemo? Nah, question that Daniel doesn't know the answer to. Comment it below. Alright, let's go. Alright, so we've come across another fort here just on the other side of the bridge. So this is obviously where the cannon would be sitting, or the guns, looking out over Horseshoe Bay. Or is that Horseshoe Bay? Is that Horseshoe Bay?
Horseshoe Bay's in Victor Harbour.
Come with me, Danny. Come with me, mate. Can you just read what that sign says?
Horseshoe Cove. Well, if you said Horseshoe Cove, I would have known what you were talking about. Not fucking Horseshoe Bay, not in bloody Victor Harbour.
Alright, well this is the fort. Right next to the Golden Gate Bridge.
Copyright issues on that, Josh.
Yeah.
I might have to edit that out.
I did get copyright striked on that other video. The one where we went rollerblading. But obviously.
Oh, was that when you used? Well, I made like a little photo thing for Mariah for her birthday. Went to upload it on Facebook. Facebook wouldn't let me do it.
Yeah.
They're like, we've discovered that you don't own the rights to this song, therefore you can't upload it.
So yeah, there's really not that much left here, which is understandable. It's a very public spot. I mean, we're right next to the yacht club and stuff down there. Well, that's a nice old jetty. Everything in San Francisco is cool looking. I really, really like it here. Really like it. Alright. Let's keep going. Alright, so we're back now. It has been an exhausting day, as you can tell by Daniel on the bed. We went and did the San Francisco dungeon after our bike tour. And yeah, now we're back. It is currently 10:30 at night. We got to be up and at the airport by 10 tomorrow morning to pick up our Ford Mustang, and we are going cruising down near where Apple is and Facebook and maybe an abandoned ghost town as well. So that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like button if you liked it. Ugh. As always, take care of yourself. Think about your food choices. Peace.